This can still be a very reliable, very strong engine to this very day. Hey everyone, this is Zach with 8020 Automotive, here today with a video on the most common Toyota 1JZ-GTE engine problems and reliability. The 1JZ-GTE was introduced in 1990, just a couple of years before its larger cousin, the Toyota 2JZ-GTE. Much like that larger 3-liter 2JZ engine, the 1JZ-GTE is also an incredibly strong, capable engine that handles modifications and tuning incredibly well, and also delivers very good reliability. However, no car, no engine is truly perfect, and that certainly applies to engines like the 1JZ GTE, which is now a roughly 25 to 35-year-old engine. So of course there are going to be some problems, especially from age-related things, as well as a number of other issues that were common even in the slightly earlier days of this engine. Now with that said, let's go ahead and jump straight into some of the most common problems with the 1JZ GTE, starting with number one, and that is leaking valve stem seals. As the 1JZ continued aging, leaking valve stem seals became a more and more common issue, and ultimately when valve stem seals leak, that allows oil into the combustion chambers and can cause a number of issues. A few notable symptoms to be on the lookout for include smoke from the exhaust, especially after a cold start or after idling for a while and then accelerating, as well as high oil consumption. Now, when it comes to replacing valve stem seals, the parts themselves are relatively inexpensive. However, it is a labor-intensive job, so if you end up going to a repair shop for this, you likely will spend at least a couple $1,000s replacing those valve stem seals, if not more, because honestly, when you do get to the point of needing to do valve stem seals, that's probably a great time to spend a little bit more money preventatively replacing stuff and just checking everything out while you're in the area. So that's really going to be the one notable kind of more expensive issue to be on the lookout for. Moving on to common problem number two, we have issues with the factory twin turbochargers. One important note here is when the 1JZ GTE was initially introduced, that first variant of the engine did use twin turbochargers. In 1996, that was switched to a single turbo design, and that single turbo was much less prone to failure. Now, when it comes to the twin turbos on the earlier 1JZ GTE engines, the ceramic turbine wheels were one of the main issues, as well as modifications and just beginning to push those turbos too hard. But there were also a couple other minor design flaws that could cause issues with the turbos. Now that said, even on the later single turbo ones, which were less problematic in their earlier days, any 1JZ engine around nowadays that is still running the factory turbo or factory twin turbos, those turbos are likely very tired and potentially on their way out anyway, and there really likely aren't too many 1JZ GTEs out there running on their very original factory turbos. Anyway, this is also a great time to go ahead and knock out an upgrade or at least a more reliable replacement if you are in the market for one of these cars. Moving into our third and final common problem for the 1JZ GTE, we have leaking ECU capacitors. Ultimately, if you do run into leaking ECU capacitors, it's often a very simple and inexpensive repair. The one thing I will mention is when you do run into these issues, those capacitor problems will cause some random electrical gremlins, so it is something you'll want to be on the lookout for and fix when the time comes, or at least inspect them and see if that might need to be done sooner than later. I won't go into too much detail because this is a very common issue and something that's well discussed, well documented. There's tons of DIY videos and tons of shops that can help you out with this, but you should be able to likely do it on your own, especially if you know your way around a car. This is generally a very simple repair, so again, just something to keep in mind. That said, the main point of this subject is if you are going to buy the 1JZ GTE or any similarly aged vehicle, it is likely a good idea to go into it planning to do a lot of research and really knowing and understanding that engine, as well as being hands-on or at least willing to learn, because it can save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of headache if you're at least willing to work on the 1JZ GTE and figure your way around the engine bay, because again, if you can't do that or you're not willing to learn or try, then it can be very expensive and a little bit more challenging to own such an old engine that is just naturally going to require a little bit of extra TLC and maintenance. Summarizing all this and talking about overall reliability of the 1JZ engine, this can still be a very reliable, very strong engine to this very day, much like, again, the larger 2JZ-GTE engine. Both very capable and very strong motors. Their build quality really lives up, and they're still great engines. So I don't want the rest of this to scare anyone away or indicate that this engine is bad by any means, but as I've mentioned and kind of alluded to a few different times, owning an engine as old as the 1JZ-GTE is going to require some extra repairs, some extra maintenance, and really just some more love and care for the vehicle. A lot of things that weren't common problems and really aren't at all design flaws with this engine still can and do go wrong, simply because a lot of components aren't meant or aren't built to last 25, 30, 35 years. So again, nothing to hold against the 1JZ-GTE, because that can be said for many different cars, and this engine certainly holds up much better than a lot of engines and vehicles of the same age. It's a great idea to do a lot of research on the 1JZ, really understand the engine, and if you are seriously in the market for one, be willing to learn and do some hands-on DIY maintenance, or at least have friends, families, or a reputable mechanic or repair shop who you can trust with the 1JZ-GTE. Anyway, guys, that wraps up the video for today. If you appreciated the content, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more in the future. Thanks, everyone.